what is all this transhumanist? What is all this hybrid? What is all this eugenics that Alex Jones has been talking about? Alex Jones has been talking about this maybe about a year ago, or maybe less. And I've been talking about this for a long, long time. And because the things that are happening now are the things that the Bible has been talking about for more than 2,000 years. And I'm not, I'm here to point out that the things that the Bible says are accurate, and the Bible hasn't missed at all, not even once. But the Bible has been tangled with and by the secret societies of all religions. That's why all religions have secret societies in them, because they mislead the human or the people. And the reason I'm touching this subject again is because Alex Jones has been pushing very hard what is all this transhumanist thing that has been going on. And I've been telling you guys that this has been going on ever since mankind was created by Yahweh. They've been trying to hide human history ever since, and but they can't hide it all. There's bits and pieces that they have left, and those little bits and pieces take you to the beginning, to the start. And it's like a chain. It keeps going on and on and on and on, and all the way to the beginning. And some of these hybrid people are living among us ever since Egyptian days. It's hard to believe, I know. It sounds crazy, but it's true. That's why these hybrid people, they can resist radiation. They can resist things that humans can't. That's why they don't care if Fukushima is leaking radiation all over the planet, because they can live there like in a contaminated planet like if it was nothing. But we can't. They know that kills us. When they say that they're going to reduce humanity for 90%, they really mean it. It's not a joke. They even have that engraved in Georgia stones. They've been saying it publicly through TV and all types of media. But people doesn't want to take them serious because they don't believe that the government is capable of doing something like that. But guess what? It's been public. It's been publicized, and it's even engraved in Georgia stones. And if you don't believe it, that's your problem. But I know what to believe. I believe facts, things that I can prove. And here's one of those things that I can prove. One of those facts. For those that glorifies Alex Jones, you better think twice before you keep listening to this guy.
Theories of Booth's Escape. Main article, James William Boyd in 1907, Finis L. Bates wrote Escape and Suicide of John Wilkes Booth, contending that a Booth look-alike was mistakenly killed at the Garrett farm while Booth eluded his pursuers. 161 Booth, said Bates, assumed the pseudonym John St. Helen and settled on the Paluxy River near Glen Rose, Texas, and later moved to Granbury, Texas. After falling gravely ill and making a deathbed confession that he was the fugitive assassin, he recovered and fled, eventually committing suicide in 1903 in Enid, Oklahoma, under the alias David E. George. 161-162. By 1913, more than 70,000 copies of the book had been sold, and Bates exhibited St. Helen's mummified body in carnival sideshows. 10. Booth family gravesite, Greenmount Cemetery, where Booth is buried in an unmarked grave. In response, the Maryland Historical Society published an account in 1913 by then Baltimore Mayor William M. Pegram, who had viewed Booth's remains upon the casket's arrival at the Weaver Funeral Home in Baltimore on February 18, 1869, for burial at Greenmount Cemetery. Pegram, who had known Booth well as a young man, submitted a sworn statement that the body he had seen in 1869 was Booth's. 163 others positively identifying this body as Booth at the funeral home included Booth's mother, brother, and sister, along with his dentist and other Baltimore acquaintances. 10 earlier, the New York Times had published an account by their reporter in 1911 detailing the burial of Booth's body at the cemetery and those who were witnesses. 152 The rumor periodically revived, as in the 1920s, when a corpse advertised as the man who shot Lincoln was exhibited on a national tour by a carnival promoter. According to a 1938 article in the Saturday Evening Post, the exhibitor said he obtained St. Helen's corpse from Bates' widow. 164. The Lincoln Conspiracy, a book published in 1977, contended there was a government plot to conceal Booth's escape, reviving interest in the story and prompting the display of St. Helen's mummified body in Chicago that year. 165. The book sold more than 1 million copies and was made into a feature film called The Lincoln Conspiracy, which was theatrically released in 1977. 166. A 1998 book, The Curse of Cain, The Untold Story of John Wilkes Booth, contended that Booth had escaped, sought refuge in Japan and eventually returned to the United States. 167. In 1994 two historians, together with several descendants, sought a court order for the exhumation of Booth's body at Greenmount Cemetery, which was, according to their lawyer, intended to prove or disprove long-standing theories on Booth's escape by conducting a photo superimposition analysis. 168. 169. The application was blocked, however, by Baltimore Circuit Court Judge Joseph H. Kaplan, who cited, among other things, the unreliability of petitioners' less than convincing escape/cover-up theory as a major factor in his decision. The Maryland Court of Special Appeals upheld the ruling. 149. 170. No gravestone marks the precise location where Booth is buried in the family's gravesite. Author Francis Wilson, 11 years old at the time of Lincoln's assassination, wrote an epitaph of Booth in his 1929 book John Wilkes Booth. In the terrible deed he committed, he was actuated by no thought of monetary gain, but by a self-sacrificing, albeit wholly fanatical devotion to a cause he thought supreme. 171. In December 2010, descendants of Edwin Booth reported that they obtained permission to exhume the Shakespearean actor's body to obtain DNA samples. However, Bree Harvey, a spokesperson from the Mount Auburn Cemetery in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Edwin Booth is buried, refuted reports that the family had contacted them and requested to exhume Edwin's body. 172. The family hopes to obtain DNA samples from artifacts belonging to John Wilkes, or from remains such as vertebrae stored at the National Museum of Health and Medicine in Maryland.